Hello and welcome to another MCO update on Bitcoin. The price is currently still here dealing with this corrective pullback. We're still holding above the $95,280 level, which I called out in the previous video as relevant signal line. As long as we're holding above that, the directly bullish white scenario remains intact. There's absolutely no change to what we talked about before. And as I mentioned in previous videos throughout the last few days, this was likely just a B wave top. Okay, we came down and 95,280 was our first top signal line, or has been our signal level since Thursday, since the market formed a top here, a local top in what I have labeled Circle Wave 3. Now, as explained as well, what if we don't hold 95,280? What would happen then? Well, in that case, we have two options. So if the price breaks below that level, this will become a little bit too deep for an internal fourth wave. It already starts to look quite protracted, but then again, it's a weekend. Sometimes these corrections extend a little bit throughout the weekend just because there's no volume. As long as we still, or as long as we don't get a decisive break below upper support, the scenario for potentially one more high remains relevant. Below that level, though, the idea that we get one more high directly, I'm just talking about the nanostructure here, directly will become less likely. So below that level, we have two other options. We have the option that a wider wave 4 is unfolding. Okay, in which case this decline was an A wave into the 28th of April low. B wave up, C wave down, and then we go higher once more. In that case, we can observe this area between 93,073 and 94,886. Someone asked in a previous video in the comments why I suddenly talk about this scenario. And never talked about it before. That's not true. It was on the chart, or it's been on the chart since last week. So I can recommend that you check out the videos regularly, not to miss out anything. And also, if you're interested in our gold membership, you get the written updates as well. So everything's listed in there every day. In the morning, I send a morning update where everything's written down for the day, in addition to the intraday updates that come as well. So if you don't want to miss anything, check that out. Obviously, I can't promise in every video to repeat everything all the time, but that's this year's free content. In our membership, we have all the additional updates, plus even written content, which can be even more helpful, or is a great addition because everything's documented there, right? It's easy to miss things in the videos, but yeah, no, there are no new scenarios introduced. Okay, it's just important. The only thing I added in the last video was this blue zone, which we didn't talk about before, just so that you have some levels to watch if we break below that upper support. Yeah, because really, I told you, until we break below that level, 95,280, there's no signal that a deeper correction is unfolding. Now, that would be our signal line. And then we have the next levels here. They are relevant for this larger wave 4. And if we also don't find support there, at some point it will become more and more probable that we are already in the yellow B wave, which could drop all the way down to 78,867. So someone posted as well in the comments that we have a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. I'm not sure, I haven't actually checked it, but the commentary was around that we would likely that it likely will drop lower than I assume. Well, first of all, there is no bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah. So if you think this is a bearish divergence, it's just not. It's not valid. Okay, we have just too many candles in between. It's not a bearish divergence. Not a valid one. Yeah. Probably not even valid on the daily time frame. Oh, there is no bearish divergence on the daily time frame. So that's why, there is no bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. This is not a valid divergence. So, but either way, I'm not, I hope that comes across. Support is 78,867 for the B wave. So that is quite deep. Okay. So what is that for? That is when the market cannot hold that blue zone and we start the larger correction. I mean, that is the main level to watch. Why is it there? Because now with a 5-wave move up already completed, and again, whether we get another high on the micro is really just noise. Most of that rally from the April low is now done. So while I would prefer another high on the micro level, everybody needs to be prepared for that larger B wave pullback to start. Okay, so that is support down there. So there is a lot of room. But main takeaway is we're still holding upper support levels, micro support levels, and therefore there is no sign at this point, no signal, no confirmation that this larger B wave pullback has already started. For me, there are two pathways still where we could get another high, either directly or after a larger 4 like that. Okay, so this is what we're tracking at the moment. The levels should all be clear. And if we zoom in a little bit further, you can see that there's still no indication that we've bottomed. We don't have a break above our trend line. And I can still see that as a 5th wave down, but it's about time the bulls turn up, or this smaller degree 4th wave will likely be invalidated. So that's the update on BTC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you have any questions or anything, today is a great opportunity to ask them, to have a conversation about the charts, any chart really, in our member live stream. It's at 5 p.m. UTC, so around about 1 hour from when I record this video. You can get access. I've posted the link in our member section. And it is it's the opportunity every week, once a week, we do that to ask questions, have a conversation, talk about the different live charts, any chart really. We even take requests. So yeah, it's always something I'm looking forward to because it's a great time, great opportunity really to connect, to understand also what kind of charts you guys are interested in. So that helps me a lot. In my work. So thanks all. Maybe see you in the live stream. If we don't see each other in the live stream, then I wish you a great start to the new week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.